And when you're looking at operations, what's important for you there?
Yep, that's a very important question because I see, businesses, the transferability ends up going terrible for the seller if they're not taking all that knowledge from the seller. A lot of times, and the businesses I like to buy are small businesses. They're ran by, the seller that's working full time and with a few employees. And so operationally, I want to make sure everything can be transferred. And so I like to really dig into what the seller is doing on a day-to-day basis, and hourly basis too, and what changes seasonally for them. So, lifting the hood on the operations is a big thing for me, because if I cannot replicate what they're doing or do a better job, the business is going to decline. And so that's an important thing. I'll give you a good example. I bought this drop ship company a couple of years back, and the seller was manually looking at competitors' pricings to see what people were doing, and then he would change his pricing. That kind of knowledge was never told to me. And so 3 months later, my sales are declining a little bit. And I asked the seller, like, hey, can you please help me out? Like, we're struggling here. And he gave me additional 3 or 4 things that he was doing. And I realized that, that's something I'm not even doing. That's very tedious work, but I'm going to have to do this now. So it's always asking those questions. What are you doing today? What are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing on an hourly basis? What changes seasonally? And just dig into it. Always ask more questions than that's needed.
Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications about new videos and interviews. And introduce yourself in the comments. Are you a buyer or a seller?